Hello, creative friends. This is Joy. So I am doing another art journal page in my new Dinah Wakely mixed media journal, and I didn't know what to do. So I thought about something I saw Dinah Wakely do recently that she calls her inky flowy process, or I'm not sure. I don't remember what she called it. Inky flowy something. Anyway, she put down three different colors of paint, and then she sprayed it so it was really watery, and then let them spread and run out. And I'm using some of her Dinah Weekly paints, but these are a little bit older paints. I've had them for a little while, so they were, it was a little bit, having a little bit of trouble getting them to run. They were kind of clumpy, so I was trying to break them up with my fingers, and you could see there, but I did finally get them to run a little bit, and I was going to let it dry, but then I remembered that she also used a cap and put some circles on there while it was still wet, and then let the black from the circles run. So I wanted to do that, so I did that. And then I pulled out my Dylusion die cuts and picked out something to add to the page, and I'm using my Arteza markers to color it. And I also I want the colors to match the paints that I used on the page. And I also got a quote from my stash that I wanted to add to the page, and I decided I wanted to add it to a tag. So I've just grabbed one of my tags. I save tags from everything, clothes or whatever. And so I added that to the tag, and then I decided I wanted the tag to be more of a square to kind of match my die cut that I'm going to use on this page. And so I wanted to do a black strip around the tag, so I just used one of the markers to do that real quick, to add that black strip around the tag and to blacken the edges. I figured that was the quickest way to do that. And then I started coloring in my little die cut here that I wanted to add to the page. And again, I pulled out some of the markers that were the closest match to the colors that I used on the page, because I wanted to, make sure that they kind of went together. And then started, putting those colors on this little die cut that I pulled out of my stash. So that's what I'm doing here. And like I said, as far as the background, it was something I saw on Make It Artsy when Dinah Wakely was a guest on the show, and she called it her inky flowy process or method or something like that. So I thought that would be fun to try and do. And I really liked the way that, it turned out. The, whole page and everything was turned out pretty neat. I was pretty happy with it in the end, and it was a quick, easy page to do. It didn't take me hardly any time to do it all. So here I'm pulling out other markers to finish, coloring in the die cut here that I selected to put on this page. And I picked a tan for her skin color, and a blue for her eye, and a brown for her hair. And then I'm trying to find a color for her lips and her cheek. She has a little bit of pink on her cheek. And this was just, like I said, really quick, easy page. It took me not really a whole lot of time, and I really like these quick, easy pages, how they come together. I like when they come together quickly, when I don't have a lot of time to be spending on creating a page. I really like to sit down, and this journal kind of makes it easy, especially these die cuts. I've really been having a lot of fun with this journal and these die cuts, and other things from my stash to create these art journal pages. So the quote that I decided to put on this page says, "Anyone can start from now and make a brand new beginning," which I thought was a really neat quote and thought it would be appropriate for this page. So I'm finishing the frame around this window or whatever it is that the girl is looking out of. Finishing up the last bit of colors on here. And I'm looking at the tag and thinking, I need to do something with that tag. I don't want to leave it white. I mean, I guess I could, but, I was trying to figure out, do I want to leave it white or color it? And I decided I think I want to color it, so what color to color it? I wasn't sure, so I decided to do the blue-green to go with the page and the picture and all that. So that's what I did with the tag. I'm just coloring that really quickly instead of having the white. And I noticed that the black needed to be gone over again. And here I'm just using a blending tool a blender to take out some of the streakiness. And then I decided to go around the edges again with the black one more time to make that a lot blacker or darker, because it wasn't as dark as I wanted it. So I did that. And then I decided to, let's see, what do I use the Posca pen for? Oh yeah, I decided that the frame around the window and stuff has these little, like, black and white marks or whatever. So I decided to do that around the frame of this quote. So again, so it will match, and I'm just using a Posca pen to do that because that seems to work the best on all surfaces. And actually I probably need to get another set or replace some of these Posca pens, because like the white here I use so much that it's like running out on me. So I went around one more time because I wanted to make sure that that was really, covered up well in those areas. So that's what I'm doing here, just touching up and making sure that's really, really white. And then I decide to do some scribbly text on the page. At first I tried the white Posca pen, but you can't really see it. Very little. So then I decided to grab the black one and use that instead, because I really wanted it to, show up. And not really good at the scribbly text, but, I guess I was okay with it. In the end, it's the look that you're going for more than anything, I suppose. And then I'm trying to figure out where I want to put these on the page. And I decide that I wanted to put some foam tape behind the picture. So I do put some foam tape behind that, but in order to adhere the tag, I use these glue dots, which seems to work really well and adhere really well. So I want to put that down, and then I decide to use foam tape for the back of the picture. So that's pretty much the page that I created. If you like this video, you can give me a thumbs up, or you can subscribe to see more, or you can leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. I've been having a lot of fun working in this journal and creating, all these neat little art journal pages. And so, yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with this. Yeah, when I put the foam tape on the back of that, I set it down in some wet paint because it wasn't completely dry, but oh well. I got a little bit of pink on it, but that's fine. So yeah, put that down and we're done. Thank you for stopping by and watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.